We moeten eerst op zoek naar een gloomy place voor Mary. Ja, waar anders dan Vlad Popescu's estate?
I don't know how you see it, but wouldn't this place be ideal for Mary and Bob's date?
Ja.
A gloomy place, lit only by pale moonlight?
Ja.
Just like the scary castle in the movie Edward Scissorhands?
Ja.
In other words, exactly the place Mary wanted.
Precies.
But I'd better talk to Vlad before we abuse his estate as a romantic backdrop. Surely he doesn't mind.
Had ik ook al bedacht. Nou, Vlad. Hé, hij is weer grijs.
Well? Dressed all in black? Did someone else die?
Oh, there he is again, young Mr. Whiskers. The man to whom I am indebted for eternal gratitude. And to answer your question, quite the opposite. There is reason to rejoice.
Eternal gratitude? Reason to rejoice? Let's start with the former. Why exactly is the great Vlad Popescu indebted to me for eternal gratitude? I'd have expected you to never speak a word to me again after I persuaded you to collaborate on this trash film. Not to mention the attack with the spray can.
Granted, the movie is probably pretty crap, and the use of spray cans was a bit unconventional. But by arranging the role in this flick, I was able to meet the great James Pollock. A more talented young man.
Sounds like you guys hit it off.
Even better. I will play the leading role in his next
promotie.
movie. An inexpensive art house horror film shot entirely in black and white.
Well, that sounds really great.
Indeed, right. No werewolves, no zombies, no romance. Just the camera and yours truly.
No one else in the movie.
Nope. The movie is called Memoirs of a Bloodsucker. And the title says it all. An old vampire ponders his life for 4.5 hours. And reviews all the good and all the bad that has happened to him in his life.
Wow. It doesn't sound like the movie is for today's audience, though.
Probably not.
But the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences will probably love the flick. Sounds like you're already assured of the Oscar. And I'm incredibly happy for you.
Thank you very much, my young friend. But unfortunately, even this role has a small hurdle.
Uiteraard.
Oh. What's the problem?
I already mentioned that this movie is also rather of the inexpensive sort. And I'm expected to appear there in my old Dracula costume. The one I used to wear all the time.
Don't you have the costume anymore?
Well, I never in my life expected to be allowed to return to my old role. That's why I had given the costume to a couple of kids who had rung my doorbell a few years ago for Halloween.
You didn't have any candy at home.
I don't like to share my candy.
You just gave away your beloved costume.
I no longer saw any use for it. And it seemed fitting as a gift for Halloween.
What exactly are you missing now? I guess a black cape.
A cape,
Kunnen we maken van die
my
gordijnen?
wig, and my
Black
pointed
wig hebben we al.
vampire fangs.
Vampire Fangs. Die we halen we uit dat
I can
gebit.
keep my eyes open for these three things.
Ja.
I would really like to see you in that role.
And I would really like to play that role.
Alright. I'll take care of it. On one condition.
Whatever it takes.
Please mention my name first in your acceptance speech at the Oscars.
Consider it done. Is there be anything else?
I would love to rent your gloomy wall for a romantic event.
Oh? What gloomy wall?
The decaying stone wall down the path, the one with the creepy fake skulls next to the gnarled tree.
Oh, that wall. Did you say romantic event?
Ja.
Who on earth would associate that crumbling wall with romance?
A really lovely person who has perhaps watched the classic film Edward Scissorhands a little too often. Her dream is to celebrate the first date with her beloved in a gloomy place in the pale moonlight.
I see. Well, in principle, of course. I don't want to stand in the way of romance. But I have to tell you honestly that I really don't have the nerve for such requests at the moment. I really need to
Ja, hij
get
moet
my
eerst zijn eigen ding doen.
straight.
Ja.
Oh, may I test? I think and in
Dank of is.
Meer is er niet.
I have
See,
Kijk, dan hebben we hier, moeten we die tanden uithalen.
there's nothing to comb here.
Met een schaar misschien?
How would a
Nee.
pointed sharp scissors and a skull full of sharp teeth? What could possibly go wrong? I'm afraid I broke the skull. I've mentioned before that my talent for breaking things far exceeds my talent for making things whole again. But at least I have some nice pointed plastic teeth now.
Precies. En de rest hebben we ook.
No, it's not.
Niet?
No. No, I... Good idea. I could definitely make a great black
Oh ja,
cape out of these
even goed
curtains.
knippen, hè.
It's a good thing my grandmother forced me to learn the art of needle and thread when I was a child. Even though sharp scissors would be quite enough for this job.
De schaar is toch wel een item die we veel gebruiken in deze game.
Wow! I'd forgotten what a talented tailor I am. I'm tempted to put the cape on myself and go on the hunt for crooks as a dark avenger. This black cape is exactly what you're looking for, isn't it?
you have a cape for me?
Ja.
Can I put it on right now?
In fact, I insist on it. Now that's what I call an impressive performance!
Indeed, right. The cape is great.
You just have to promise me one thing.
Whatever you want.
I might borrow the cape for a few days for next year's science fiction convention. I'll be an impressive Batman.
Of course. Maybe
Lekker, hoor.
I will even be invited.
That would be amazing.
Nou, een pruik heb ik ook voor je.
I think this great black short hair wig should meet the requirements for your Dracula costume, right?
You actually found a wig for me already. I am thrilled. Can I try it out right away?
Why, of course. And I'm sure it will look great on you. Perfect! The artfully crafted wig will give you just the dignity you need to shine as Dracula.
You think so? It's a bit itchy. And smells like floor polish.
Just wash it a few more times, it will subside.
Good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Nou, en dan nog die tanden.
I guess those great teeth should make you the Dracula you've always been. The most impressive screen bloodsucker ever.
You actually found Dracula teeth for me? May I ask where you got them?
Better not. I literally had to rip someone's head off for them.
Whoa! Fine. Let's see then. The teeth are indeed impressive. The only question is how to fix the loose teeth in my mouth.
I suggest you just talk with your mouth closed and let your teeth peek out a little. This immediately gives you an even more mysterious aura.
You have really great ideas.
Dat dacht ik.
You should work in movie too.
Better not. I probably couldn't handle my fame. I would eventually end up as a washed up, almost forgotten child star in B-movie hell. No thanks. I think that would complete your Dracula costume, wouldn't it?
Indeed. And you saved my butt again.
Don't mention it. All I had to do was commit deliberate theft, bash someone's skull in, and destroy a valuable piece of work equipment. I was happy to do it.
And I don't really know how I could show my appreciation now.
Not necessary. Just win an Oscar with your role as Dracula and then mention me in your acceptance speech. That would make us even.
You have my word.
Mogen we dan nu dat huis gebruiken?
I would love to.
Oh? Oh, did you? Cool.
A really lovely person. Her.
Nice. Well, in print. And after you have helped me
Kijk,
so
nu wil hij ons
selflessly
helpen.
the second time now, it is probably only the least to make my property available to you for your request.
Really? Mary will be happy about that. And I'm sure that the gnarled tree, the dilapidated wall, and the dummy skulls provide exactly the ambience that she wants.
These are not.
And on top of that, the fact that for some inexplicable reason, the moon is always shining here. Although it should be around 12 noon. Absolutely perfect.
I'm glad you like my property.
Zeker.
Unfortunately, there have been no romantic vibes here for a long time. I think it's high time for that.
I'd best get on the road right away and tell Mary and Bob the good news.
Well then, I wish you
Gaan we eerst naar Mary,
my
kijken of zij
young
het rattenvoer
Mr.
geregeld
Whiskers.
heeft. Gaan we daarna naar Bob. Bob.
Back again? Is there anything else I can do for you?
I have great news! I have found the perfect place for your date with Bob.
Really? Have you?
A gloomy place with a crumbling wall, an old bony tree, and lots of fake skulls. And the most important ingredient, deepest night, illuminated by pale moonlight, and even at 12 noon.
Wow! That sounds fantastic indeed! I would not have thought such a place really exists. How did you find this great scenery?
A good friend, a great old school movie star whose name I won't reveal now. Okay, I'm talking about Vlad Popescu, of course. He still owed me a favour and agreed to make his creepy mansion available for your date with Bob.
Wow! You really know Vincent Price?
Not Vincent Price, the other VP, Vlad Popescu.
Oh!
So, I think it's time to put our money where our mouth is. Don't you think? I think you can't wait to meet Bob, can you?
I don't know where my head is. I am so excited. Have you had a chance to talk to Bob yet?
Nee, jij moet het
Maybe he's
rattenvoer
not
nog...
interested in dating me at all.
I really wouldn't worry about that. I already know the walkthrough of this game and know that there'll be a happy ending regarding you and Bob. But to be absolutely sure, I best talk to Bob right away.
Lijkt me goed.
And after that, my job as Cupid's advocate is probably done. And you found your bad boy for life.
Thank you very much, my dear Scott. What would I do without you?
Hey, that's no problem at all. Happy to help. You really deserve all the luck in the world.
That's sweet of you to say.
So go ahead and get out your dancing shoes. Because before long, you'll be prancing with Bob in the pale moonlight towards a rosy future.
Dan gaan wij even weer naar Bob. Kijken of hij interesse heeft in een date. Met oneindig rattenvoer.
Welcome, welcome.
Again about the...
Yes.
Has it come down in...
So 3 quality
Too bad. But I think you mentioned something
of Bob's drugstore. What?
great. What exactly?
Very just unfortunate.
And I'd best ask...
Very
And...
sure.
See.
Maar we hebben Mary daar al om gevraagd.
This is Steve and...
We hebben Mary daar al om gevraagd.
Back again?
Ready for the date of your dreams?
Have you had a chance to talk to Bob yet? Maybe he doesn't like...
Don't worry, I know the walkthrough of...
Really? I
Dit kom ik
don't...
net
You
vandaan.
deserve...
Maar hij zegt er
I'd
niks
bet
van.
it's a good thing I have a monthly with all the trips back and forth.
Ik ben net bij Bob geweest. Dit was geen optie.
Well, we're
Oh. ik
Thank
moet
you.
Of course. Come, a cut.
Misschien even een foto van Mary maken en die aan Bob laten zien. Kijk, dan laten we die aan Bob zien.
You say, are you still single?
What kind of strange question is that?
Because a friend of mine is looking for a bad boy. And I somehow think you would be perfect together.
You think I'm a bad guy? I am a businessman.
But of course, my mistake. Be that as it may. Look here.
Well, hello there. Who is that cute grey mouse?
This is Mary. She runs the city's animal shelter. And for reasons I can't explain, is on a quest to find the bad boy of her dreams. She's nice, she is kind, she is righteous, and thus probably pretty much the direct opposite of you.
Hey, I am nice and kind. Isn't that right? There, you have the confirmation.
Sorry. Because of your friendship with your rat, you would definitely be well in with Mary. Mary has a big heart for strays. And therefore, probably also a big heart for you.
That's what I'm saying. So, when can I meet her, this, sweet grey mouse?
Just pay her a visit at the animal shelter.
Just like that? Nope. I don't have the courage to do that. What if I'm not her type?
Jongen, jongen.
In fact, I'm afraid you're absolutely her type. But why so shy? You surely have to deal with the worst types and cutthroats here day after day.
That's right. But Steve keeps these bad guys and cutthroats away from me. And I deal with such a sweet creature as with Mary rather rarely. And you didn't hold the photo in front of my nose for no reason now, did you?
So you want me to play the advocate of love?
If you want to put it that way.
Will I get the photo equipment from you after that?
Sorry. Unfortunately, I have to keep private and business matters strictly separate.
Too bad. It was worth a try. Alright. I'll think about something in relation to Mary. I like romance and happy endings.
You would? Thank you very much. I can't wait to meet Mary. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I found the perfect place for your date with Mary!
Really?
Ja.
For a date with the cute grey mouse from the animal shelter?
With Mary, the one and only. A dreamlike, gloomy scenery in the deep night illuminated by the pale moonlight, guarded by some darn real-looking dummy skulls.
That does sound a bit weird. But then again, my life is a pretty weird roller coaster ride anyway. So, I'm ready. When do you want to start?
I think there's no
Precies,
reason to waste any more
gelijk dus.
time. Mary can hardly wait. And I, as the reigning date doctor, have to acknowledge that you are probably the bad boy of her dreams.
Great! Then let me quickly get my going out trench coat, and then I'll be on my way.
Do that. You can't miss the Popescu estate a few villages away. Well, and I am already getting ready for one of the most elaborate cutscenes in this game.
Oh.
Finally, I have nothing to do here, and can just enjoy a nice cinematic. Well then, I think now it's time for some romance.
Zeker.
Don't you?
Zeker.
I have now really mastered my job as Cupid's advocate with flying colours. I'm so happy that Mary's finally found the bad boy of her dreams. And how lucky for us that Vlad's gloomy backdrop has one of Captain Pauly's surveillance cameras hanging on it. This allows us to play fly on the wall and witness Bob and Mary's date firsthand. Are you excited as I am?
Ontzettend.
Action!
There you are.
And there you are. The woman of my dreams.
The husband of my dream. Wait. You are a smoker?
No, just a man with a nervous tic.
So the cigarette is not lit.
The only thing that is lit here is my desire for you.
Thank God. You scared me for a second.
I can understand that.
A woman with a multi-cat household has no use for a man who is hooked on smokes, no matter how handsome he may be.
So, you're fond of animals?
My life is dedicated to our four-legged friends.
Because I only come in a package with a furry roommate.
I think that's lovely.
And its furry extended family.
I love kids.
With very special culinary requirements.
I have already pre-ordered 2 annual rations of golden delicious.
You really think of everything. Has anyone ever told you how superbly your eyes sparkle in the pale moonlight?
Tell me more.
And your red hair glows blazing like the flames of the setting sun.
What
Red
else?
hair.
The gloomy shadows of your shapely silhouette make my heart shiver pleasantly.
Oh, you are such a romantic.
And you are such a cute little tootsie. I can hardly believe my luck.
No doubt. You are the bad boy of my dreams.
And you are my honey bunny.
My little rat tooth.
My little kitty.
Hold my hand.
We should not.
We absolutely should.
Your mother will hate me.
My 2 fathers would disagree with that.
I am not worthy of your good soul after all.
But our souls complete each other wonderfully. I am the yin
To my yang, I am the lid.
to my pot.
Oh, Mary.
Oh, Bob.
So that's how it started. The romantic saga of Bob and Mary, and a fat, furry rat named Steve. And once again, the saying proved true. The way to a man's heart is through his stomach. A lonely soul found the bad boy of her dreams. A not so bad boy found the woman for life. And a hungry rat found golden delicious rat food for life. And they all lived happily ever after, with a good chance of appearing in the second installment of this great adventure game. Aww, I got all misty-eyed. Let's hope that Steve and Mary's 1,000 cats get along well. Finally, a happy ending. But now I have to make sure that there's a happy ending for Mr.
Precies.
Fumbleclaw. We'll talk a little more later, okay? I really have to get going. and save the world.
Save the world. Geef camera.
There he's got Cupid's the date, the man who brings together the lonely hearts of this city.
Oh, this really is too much of an honor.
Honor to whom honor is due.
How are things going with you and Mary?
Excellent. Absolutely fantastic. Mary really is a great woman.
She really is, isn't she?
And Steve can hardly believe his luck either. Whereby his enthusiasm is more culinary than romantic.
Ja, dat geloof ik.
He says thank you.
And I'm also happy for you, Steve, of course. A naive, lonely soul, a backyard crook, his fat rat, and an angel on earth. This is the stuff of which later historians forge legends.
There is no doubt about that.
And I almost feel guilty now to get back to our contractual agreement.
No problem. It's about the super expensive photo equipment I found on the side of the road, right?
Exactly.
Do you now have the 3,999 euros to release it?
3,999 euros? But we...
Ha ha ha! Just kidding. I
Lekker,
thought
hoor.
you might say yes. But don't worry. Bob is a man of his word. Steve is swimming in golden delicious brand rat food thanks to your intervention. And a happy Steve means a happy Bob.
And a happy Scott?
Why, of course! So again, thanks for a hand with, pretty much everything. And if you should ever be looking for something out of the ordinary, then you know where to find me.
Great. Thank you. And I wish you three all the best for the future.
Kijk, dan hebben we de high quality photo equipment ook gekregen. En dan kunnen wij in de volgende video terug naar Ricky om het plan af te maken. Dus ik zou zeggen, graag tot dan. Joejoe.